Okay, testing. All right, perfect. Okay, hello everybody. It's LeafeonLive, and welcome to this thingy. Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing a live stream on this account. It's been a while since I've done anything for this account. I mean, the last thing I did was that AMV for the Clement and Ash battle. Which, holy shit, I'm surprised that thing actually got over 1,000 views. Like, wow. Anyway, but yeah, there's that. Uh, I should probably give a little update on what I'm currently planning. Yes, I am still doing season 2. Total Pokemon Music is still being worked on. Like the first season, I'm still planning it out. I have the first 2 episodes outlined, and ultimately, I hope to get it done soon. I've been busy with a lot of projects as of late, so I hope that sooner or later I will get around to doing season 2. I'm also going to be busy with college, well, not really college work, but looking for jobs and stuff because for me, my second year has ended and I'm getting ready for my next year of college. In between that time, however, I got stuff like, well, looking for a job. Well, I'm pretty sure most people who watch these videos that are in college, what the hell? Know the feeling. Like after you're done college for the year, you gotta go look for freaking jobs. It's not fun. Well, unless you know somebody, but still. Uh, so yeah, basically how this is gonna go is you guys can ask me questions about either the show, me personally, my opinions on certain things like TPI cliches, or even certain shows. All you gotta do is just type in the comments. And I will also explain why I'm, as I say in the description here, about 2 particular TPI users and why I'm not exactly a big fan of their work. But while I wait for the questions to come in, I should probably give an explanation on where I've been the last couple days for those who know me on Skype. Basically, I spent the last couple days, I guess you can call it detoxing. I've been spending my time away from the internet. Well, my computer to be more specific. I mean, I'm able to watch Netflix, but yeah. But I couldn't use YouTube, couldn't use Twitter, couldn't use basically social media. So ultimately, yeah, I couldn't use anything for the last couple of days. And this is mainly because, well, most people who know what detoxing is for, yeah, that was the reason. A little too personal to explain, but I think I found a way to deal with that at the moment. For now. Well, it should. I think I found a way to take my mind off of it. So, while I think of that, I'm going to see if that'll do anything. Oh, hello, Susan Lucaria Fan 16. Anyway, I'm back now. I'm going to start working on the videos again. I have a reaction I did with a few of my friends. I was going to get that up today, but essentially, well, my family, people in the house, were using the internet. And the last thing you want to do when you upload a video is hear them bitching that, oh, it's slow. I mean, to anyone that has family and uploads video, you probably know that feeling when the internet is really friggin' slow and they're wondering if the router's broken. I mean, I can't be the only one who's had this experience, right? I'm sure some of you guys have. So yeah, that's why I didn't upload it. Probably gonna upload it maybe later tonight or tomorrow morning. Basically, me and a few of my friends did a reaction to Naruto Gaiden's first chapter. Well, Naruto Part 3. So, yeah, planning on getting that going. Still waiting on the questions here. I guess if anyone wants to know why I was detoxing, you could ask that. I don't know if I'll answer it or not, but it's worth a shot. I mean, it never kills to ask. Okay. So, again, while I wait for the questions. Yeah, it's kind of weird that in order to view these comments, I have to go to the original video and look at the chat. So if you did ask something and I haven't seen it yet, well, YouTube's being really, really stupid. Jeez, no wonder Jerry Seinfeld said that it was in the can. Well, that YouTube's like a trash can. But I digress. Okay. And the hell? And I think YouTube was just having some random slowdown there. Let me refresh. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, the last little while has been something, to say the least, in terms of the TBI community. One of the big dogs, currently still around, cancels his series, and then he comes back, and then he cancels it again, and then he says he might come back. Like, wow. Yeah. And most people probably know that to be AXC. Yeah. I think that's probably the best I was there. Yes. But I think that's probably a good segue to talk about this. For those that read the description, I mentioned I'm going to be talking about why I'm not exactly a big fan of AXC and or Shinxboy. Yeah, spoiler alert. Those pot shots at AXC, I meant it. I really don't like AXC. And let me make something clear to anyone thinking that I would be a hypocrite if thinks or that. If Telly didn't like, right, and yes, Telly's the X, I'm not going to, for the sake of this, I'm calling him Telly because AXC would just sound really stupid. If he said the same thing about Amazon, I wouldn't blame him. That's the thing with an opinion. You're allowed to express what you feel about certain things. And hello, Sneaselstar. And for anyone saying that you can't express it or you can't be negative, I'm going to get started. So why exactly aren't I a fan of, well, AXC? Let me make this clear. I do not think that the people who watch his show and are subscribed to his content are complete morons for liking something I don't like. Telly earn those subscribers for a reason, because people enjoy that content. I may not enjoy it because I'm not a fan of his kind of work for TPIs, but I'm not going to bitch if you do. I mean, I get it. People are fans of people's work for a reason. People are a fan of my work for a reason. People are a fan of Telly's work for a similar reason. And even Shinx, but I'll talk about Shinx later. But AXC, well, I'm sorry, but I don't exactly feel a similar way that other people like AXC for. The characters are interesting. Not really, in my perspective at least. I think most of the characters are pretty one-note or bland. Delcatty, Drapion's okay, I guess. But characters like Phantom, Perpuciana, they're like cardboard to me. They're not interesting. I'm sorry to say. I don't find them interesting. I mean, yeah, the way they're written is interesting, but their personalities themselves. When Delcatty left and or quit, I wasn't like, OMG. I was more like, yes, finally, you got rid of a filler character. Jesus Christ. And it's stuff like that. And I know Telly could write better characters than that. I'm a fan of his series Emerald Chronicles, so I know he can write better than this, from my perspective. Yeah, that's the thing. Again, I just want to make this clear. This is all coming from my opinion. What I'm saying here is not fact, and it shouldn't be. Challenges aren't well, I guess to be fair, his challenges aren't that bad. They're actually pretty interesting, for the most part. But the way it's written, it doesn't have much sophistication or well, much to it for an older audience to like. It feels a little bit condescending to me. Like, yeah, these people are acting this way, even though if you actually think about it, a normal person would not act like this. Like the blackmail situation. In fact, I actually have a line here in episode 2 where I make fun of the blackmail trope that Telly uses, because no normal Pokemon would act like this. And to anyone saying, well, they're Pokemon, they're not supposed to have men, they're not supposed to have the same thing quality as the humans. You'd probably be the same person that likes this Slaberis World shit I posted on XYZ Trolls. And if I actually find people who like that shit, I weep for humanity. Yeah, spoiler alert, XYZ Trolls is my alternate DeviantArt account. Anyway, so while I wait for the pitchforks, getting back to AXC. I'm also not exactly a big fan of, well, the drama, so to say. I guess that's just it. Telly focuses a lot on drama, and it's something I don't exactly like. That stuff like common sense or logic is ditched for OMG drama. I'm sorry, but for someone like me, I want something more than that, something more to digest, like logic, something to make me think. I'm a guy that likes to analyze shit. Like, for example, Daredevil. When I was looking, for anyone that actually watched the Netflix show, it's really good, by the way. I was able to analyze that when Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, appeared. I analyzed from his music, and yes, I analyzed the music from it. I'm a nerd. That, based on the music, Wilson Fisk was a complex individual, sophisticated, since classical music was playing. It made me think. Think about the show. AXC doesn't have that to me. It honestly does not. It makes me think this is not relatable. This feels more like contrivance for the sake of advancing the story along. And I'm sorry, but I don't like that. I want something that's a little bit more relatable or human. I mean, hell, I like Captain Mega mainly because it dealt with a lot of stuff that somewhat humans go through. And another reason why I like East Emerald Chronicles. I like a TPI that makes me think, that feels a little bit more, well, human. Something that makes me, something that really does feel human. And in my honest opinion, AXC doesn't have that. These characters in a real setting would not be acting like this in certain events. Certain gameplay elements I'm not exactly a big fan of, and it feels less like characters going through the events of a story and more like caricatures, I guess you could call it. Not characters. And not even in a funny sense like Italia does it. I mean, Italia is good. I mean, they make stereotypes for the sake of stereotypes, and they're cardboard cutouts of the countries they represent. But the thing is with... I'll get to meta in a second. But the thing is with Italia, it's a comedy. It's not supposed to make people think. It's meant to make you laugh. It's meant to make you smile. AXC, I don't see that. And that's why I don't like it. That's why I can't like it. And another reason is I honestly feel that Tully has not innovated much in between his shows. I mean, if your first experience with Tully is AXC, you got nothing to worry about. If your first experience was Pokemon Legends, this feels more like an expansion pack with a new slab of paint because, in all honesty, I think Season 3 of Pokemon Legends was when Tully last innovated. To any AXC fans out there, answer this question. What has Tully really done in between seasons to make his season stand out from the last, aside from new characters? Well, I wait for that, or possibly not. I mean, I'm not even like trying to condescend to you guys. I want your honest opinion. I want your honest answers. There's no right or wrong answer for this. Now I'll address meta. Would you say that my recent commentary on Savvy Writer is an improvement over my other commentaries? Meta, I have not seen your commentaries lately. I've been too focused on other things. Plus, it was on Frozen, a movie I really couldn't care about. Yeah, I'm sorry to anyone that likes Frozen. I really just didn't care for the film. Yeah, I know the Frozen 2 is coming out, but again, I just don't care. And in a similar fashion, I don't care about stuff like reviews of Frozen. It's not interesting to me. All right. But I guess to answer another thing about AXC, I guess my favorite season was season 4, probably because season 4 felt, well, different than the first 3 seasons, and that's because they introduced new contestants. I mean, I like characters like Shandel and Drapion, even though I think Drapion was about as appealing as a block of wood. But I liked a character like Shandel. So if you had to ask me, my favorite season was the 4th season. Season 1, meh. Season 2 was really bad. Season 3, it spawned a lot of jokes out of it, but not with the show, but at the show. But if you like the show, that's good for you. I'm not gonna bitch but in my honest opinion, I do not like AXC. But I do want to see a return. I may not like it, but that doesn't mean that the fans who do like the show should have to be punished for this. I'm gonna enjoy Emerald Chronicles, but I do not enjoy AXC. And frankly, that's fine. And to be honest, if AXC does return, which it should, I may not watch it. But you know what? The fans should get a chance, should deserve to watch it. The fans deserve a 5th season. You guys put in enough, you guys put in the effort to watch it every Monday for every season released. You guys subscribe to his channel for a reason. You guys deserve this season. Especially considering how the ending of season 4, well, didn't really feel like an ending. It was set up to the 5th season. You guys frankly deserve this. You guys deserve another season. I may not enjoy it, but I'm not going to sit here and say that those who like it don't deserve this season. You guys do. You're subscribed to the channel, to his channel for a reason. You either enjoy his East Emerald Chronicles or you enjoy AXC. So why should you guys have to be punished? Because, sorry to say, Telly cannot stand his critics. At least back then. I don't know how he feels about them now, but considering a lot of his opinions were all to cancel were because of his critics, then I'm going to say that, yeah, I don't think Telly could take the criticism because he really hasn't changed, at least back then. I don't know if he has now, but that'll be up to him to decide. All right, got our first question from Sneaselstar, and I'll get to Bayo Cakes in a second. Is there any character you liked working on for Total Pokemon Amazon? Oh, absolutely. There were a lot of characters I enjoyed doing, like creating and working on, like Meganium. I wanted to be a Okay, Bayo, Meta, and Miguel, I'll get to your questions in a second. All right, back to Sneaselstar. I liked working on Meganium, mainly because the only other character I saw with MPD that was executed well would be, frankly, neither of them. I don't like Mal, aka Mike from Total Drama. Espeon had a good concept, but Jenna made me want to put a nail through my brain. And the other personalities were hardly used from it. In fact, I may like Espeon, but one of my biggest problems with Telly's treatment of the character is he didn't really use Espeon that effectively, aside from the Jenna arc, which sucked. So I wanted to do the MPD idea a lot differently. I guess another male character I like doing was, or a male character. Oh god, there goes some headcanons. I guess a male character would either be Simisage, which was originally based off a Survivor interactive I was doing. Yeah, a couple of the characters actually were based off of when I was doing like these Survivor fantasies. In fact, Kangaskhan was also based off that. Would be Simisage or Gothitelle. In fact, Gothitelle was the last minute addition, and he wasn't even supposed to make the final 2 originally. He was supposed to get eliminated in the final 9. So there was that. By the way, for any fans of Gothitelle and Superior, they get a little mention in episode 1 of Total Pokemon Music. Anyway, Jacob. What's up? I don't know. The sky. Meta. Favorite world in Sonic Colors. Oh Lord, Sonic Colors. I guess Tropical Resort. I really didn't care about colors, nor do I really care about generations. I think just generations is actually kind of bad. Next question. Miguel. Please make male Gardevoir who wanted to be a Gallade but involved into the Gardevoir that now. I could see that working as a possible idea. I mean, I could see that working, though to be fair, that's kind of a rehash of the Jirachi plot line. I don't know. Well, I got a male Lopunny. And no, I don't really care that I spoiled that. The jokes that reveals that in episode 1 wasn't really that funny. So, to be fair, Miguel, there is a male Lopunny, if you want that. I can't really think of much else, and can't really think much what I was going to say, but then. So yeah, Susan the Kari fan, if you were a superhuman like in Emerald Chronicles, what would your power be? Do not make fun of this spelling. Do not make fun of the spelling. Go away, grammar Nazi. If I was a superhuman, well, since Federico has firebending, aka the best element ever. Seriously, water elements suck. Anyway, well, air too, but sorry. I don't know. Maybe the power over life. Kind of like what I gave to the Mountie in the main storyline. Power to inanimate objects. I guess, yeah, so I guess probably something like life. What episode did you enjoy making the most? That's a good one. I saw that sneasel. Good. I guess my favorite episode that I enjoyed making the most would probably be, I don't know, I guess maybe the episode where they dealt with their fears, mainly because I wanted to include Amphion and also allow you guys to see who, well, Gothitel's dad was, since he was mentioned a couple times. Actually, now that I think about it, if Superior and Gothitelle did have a kid, the female... A funny idea I had was that the female would be the Gothitelle, or the Gothita, and the male would be the Servine, or Snivy, sorry. You know, kind of like a little bit of a twist. So yeah, I guess it would be the episode involving the fear. I'm making a TPI. What kind of Pokemon do you want on my TPI? Well, for me, what I usually do is... Freaking popcorn. For me, what I usually do is I just go to a random sprite generator and I just pull up any Pokemon that I want. That's pretty much what I did with Season 2 as well. In other words, it's really the personalities that come first, and then I just choose whatever the hell Pokemon I want. I mean, hell, what series do you know have a male Gothitelle? Or a male Lopunny? Favorite character to play as in Smash 4 from Meta. I'm not going to count Lucario because he was in Brawl, though I do actually like playing as that character. I don't like Villager, so to any Villager fans, I probably just shot some fire. Well, you know what I mean. You know how that goes. I guess either Pac-Man or Greninja. Greninja's really... Pac-Man hits like a damn truck. So either one. I play as them both pretty well, kind of effectively, in Smash 4 3DS. No, I don't have a Wii U. I still have no incentive to buy the damn thing. Nor do I have an incentive to buy the new 3D time. Anyway. Oh yeah, I've got to watch Some Call Me Johnny's review of Five Nights at Freddy's because I keep hearing good things about that. Anyway, I'll save that for later. Okay. Favorite Pokemon creepypasta? When I did that creepypastas list, I think it was Snow on Mount Silver. That was my favorite. I still do like Snow on Mount Silver's creepypasta. So, I guess that one. Another one I've heard of is VRVR. I think that's how it is. The one with the Pikachu. The one with the creepy ass Pikachu. I should be more specific. I don't know, either that or I've heard another one, Strangled Red. I have heard about that one mainly from the rap battle. That I don't know if you guys heard of epic rap battles with Pokemon, but they did a creepypasta battle with a lot of the Pokemon creepypastas. I've heard of Strangled Red. I just don't have much of an opinion of it. So for the sake of this question, I'll say Snow and Mount Silver. Still love that movie, though that Pikachu can go straight to hell. Roy's our boy. Yeah, Roy is our... Yes, Roy is so strong, he's not even in the next game. Anyway. So while I clean the blood off that wall... Yeah, frankly, I'm not going to... Frankly, I do not see Roy getting into Smash Bros. Even as DLC. Way too many goddamn characters. Though, I guess to be fair, yeah, I'm eating popcorn at the moment. Here's something that's actually kind of stupid. They took out the Ice Climbers because of the limitations. Yet what do we get a few months later? We get Rosalina and Luma. Yeah. That's totally not the same. Sorry, it just really friggin' bugs me. I mean, that's just stupid. Pikachu for Smash. Oh god, he would be a good boxing, or he would be a good punching bag. I hope I'm not coming off as a buttered fanboy for asking you this, but what is it? No, let's see. Lights started. Okay, what is it about Tamashii Oroka that you really don't like? One, the fact that she disables her comments. Hey, Fawn. One, the fact that she disables her comments. The irony is that she's a goddamn feminist who preaches for equal rights, and yes, I know I misused that word, preach, but whatever. And yet she takes away the right for people to speak their mind. Hello? What the hell do you call freedom of speech? You want to fight for that, yet you are going to take the freedom away from others. Yeah, that's totally not hypocritical there, buddy. Another problem I have is that her editor really sucks balls at editing the countdowns. For those that saw her worst Mega Evolutions, you'll see that the editor must have gotten drunken off his ass when doing it, because he clearly says Prankster when Tamashii brings up the Prankster ability. Did you flunk grammar school or something? Because I'm pretty sure that has an R in it. I don't have an issue with her voice, but another issue I have with her is her goddamn reasonings. Her reasonings are completely idiotic. Especially for a lot of the stuff that she talks about. I saw her worst gym leaders list, and she complains about Brock in the anime, yet Silent and Clemont are just as annoying in the anime, and yet she doesn't put them on the list. Especially when she judges Brock for that reason, yet he's on the list to begin with, even though she wasn't going to bring up the anime in the first place. If that's the only reason you hate Brock, aside from some stupid-ass challenge shit, then that is completely idiotic. I think it's just the comments thing that really pisses me off. I mean, I bet you about when Meta did it, but disabling your comments, especially for a large channel like Tamashii, it's cowardice. For those saying, oh, harassment, she gets like millions of comments. Okay, maybe not literally millions, but you know what I mean. She gets a ton of comments. I really doubt she could read every single one. Hell, I get comments on my friggin' top 7 homunculus sins, and I don't even read them all. And even then, it's a simple thing called remove the comments or filter the comments. Or hell, have someone else flag them for spam, because I know that spam feature works for some people that aren't even the creator of the video. And even then, why should some assholes who harass you be the sole ones responsible for taking down the comments and punishing everyone else who wants to have an honest discussion? And for those saying that, oh, well, it certainly showed them that they won't do it again, what happened a few months after? What happened shortly after she released her worst Mega Evolutions list again? Oh, yeah, she got hacked. Yeah, disabling the comments sure did a lot there, dumbass. Again, for those about to call me a misogynist, keep in mind that freedom of speech, and for those, feminism also means that women fight for equal rights, or people that fight for equal rights for both sides. One of those rights is the ability to speak. In other words, even if Tamashi was a guy and said the same things, I would still call them out. Gender doesn't mean a damn thing. If you screw up, you're going to get called out, plain and simple. It shouldn't matter what gender you are. If you screw up, you screw up. Okay. Let's move on to Bayo Cakes. He is in Smash 4 as an alternate costume for Bowser Jr. Okay. Light and Dark RPG. What edits would you make to any show that could be improved? Well, to be honest, there were a bunch, but I honestly don't want to discuss that because that would just paint me as an obnoxious snob who sees things as only my way. I mean, yeah, I know I just did that with AXC, but I get that, but I would never want... But the thing is, I'd never want to be in his shoes. It's his own cast of characters. If I wanted to do my own set of characters for AXC, I do my own show, which I am doing. I don't see myself as wanting to edit for other people because, frankly, it paints me as a snob who thinks that it should be my way or the highway, and that's stupid. For Telly's case, if he wants to do the show his own way and fail, it should fail on its own accord. I don't want to edit for someone like him because it's not going to work out. And frankly, what would be the point of editing for his show when we could both do something together as a collaborative project that's not even TPI? Same goes for pretty much anyone else. Why would I want to edit for someone else when we could simply do a project together? That's not even a TPI. So, sorry, Light, but I don't actually want to give edits to any show because I think that if I really cared enough, the two of us could do a project together. Maybe a stupid reason, but still. Okay, let's see. Doggy Lover, Derp, hi. Okay, Susan's question. If you could add any characters to Smash, who would you add? Okay. Groose from Skyward Sword. We need a comedic character, damn it. We have Deadpool and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Shovel Knight. Any one of the Skylanders. Seriously, that shit would sell amiibos like crazy. Gallade. We need a friggin' special fighter, damn it. Especially since Gallade isn't even in one of the Pokeballs. Who else? Silver, I guess. And that's really it. I don't know, I guess Pichu so that I can beat the shit out of him. By the way, we should get Raichu, not Pikachu. We need a damn Raichu in the game for the character. We don't need Pikachu. Sorry. Miguel's question. I'm assuming you're asking if I played Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I have. I've played the second game, and I've played the Game Boy Advance game. The one that I want to strangle to death. Because I absolutely despise Chain of Memories. I haven't played Dream Drop Distance Recoded or any of the other games. I haven't even played the first one yet, because I sold my PS2 a while ago. I have no PS3 or PS4, but I may or may not get it eventually. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon. I want to get that. But I'm going to need to pick up some of the games in order to understand the story, or to spend hours on Wikipedia. But yes, I have played Kingdom Hearts. If so, do you know about Organization 13? Yes, I have. For anyone that's probably going to ask, my favorite member of the organization is Axel, and Demix can go die in a fire. How ironic, how fitting, sorry, considering that originally he was supposed to be like weak to ice. Anyway, well, actually, that isn't really fitting. Well, that's why I didn't even use ironic. So yeah, spoiler alert, I'm part of the in-crowd that hates Demix. Next. Well then, Breach, Shion. Forgot to put no between playing Kingdom. I just noticed you 69 subs. Lol. Groose, why? Well, again, I think Smash needs a comedic character. Plus, Groose could always use his high wing, or his high wind, or Skyloft, whatever. No, Skyloft is the place. What am I saying? Do you have any Pokemon plushies? Yes, I actually do. Subtle fawn. Okay. Getting back to the plushes. Okay. I have a Persian plush. I keep them on the headboard, like above my bed. So yeah, and they are really dusty. I don't play with the things. So, but yeah, I have a Persian plush. I have an Articuno plush, a Pikachu plush. That's Pikachu one's probably the oldest one I've had. Rioli plush, and a Froakie plush, which Susan got me, aka Susan Lucario fan. Aside from that, that's about it. I've had thoughts of getting a Lucario or Mega Gallade, but I just don't see the point. And my freaking headboard is already cluttering enough as it is, so I don't think I need to get any more plushes. Oh, I started stuffing them into little cupboards. Can you see my TBI videos after this live? I might. I have to look through the comments anyway, so I might, because I'm going to be a little busy. But I might. Can't guarantee it, though. I guess while I wait for some more questions, I'll give my opinion on Shinx, aka Shinxboy01. I'll get to the Shinxboy thing actually in a second. What is the reasoning about the Skylanders and Nintendo working together? Well, I really doubt that the Amiibos came as a result, or did not come as a result of the Skylanders doing well, because Skylanders were a set of toys that you could use in the game to spawn your monsters, and Amiibos are kind of the same thing. So my main thought process is if they put a Skylander into the game, they could make a dickload of money off of the Skylander / Amiibo material. Oh, maybe they could, yeah. Or in other words, they could probably make a partnership contract with the guys behind the Skylander series and make a dickload of money. People love Amiibos. People love Skylanders. If you give them an incentive to buy both in order to use it for, say, a game, well, people would buy it. People didn't think the Amiibo craze would go well, and look at it now. You got people, I'm not even joking about this next part, killing each other for the sake of an Amiibo. That's scary. Plushies are love, plushies are life. Oh, as long as they're not Shrek. In my honest opinion, though, getting back to this, I honestly don't like Shinxboy's content, mainly because he doesn't learn. He has not learned one bit since he's been getting criticized. I'd make a Telly joke, but Telly has learned and made up for his mistakes in previous seasons. Not really so much for the AXC, but they're more like personal reasons, like personal nitpicks, I guess you could call it. Shinxboy has been called out on really major problems and has not fixed it, including his ear-grating intro. Seriously, I'm surprised that he hasn't made someone go deaf from hearing it. On top of that, his characters are about as appealing as wood. I guess in order to put it nicely, it's a dollar brand AXC. I don't, and by that I mean it's a million times worse than AXC. One example of how not to do a TPI right, you look at Shinxboy. The son of a bitch does not want to improve, and I know some people say, oh, he's just a kid, you should listen to him. If he wants to make TPIs for the internet, then he needs to understand that some people are not going to be nice to him on the internet. That's the thing. Some people are going to be blunt with their criticism. And I know Shinx is not going to listen to this, so what difference does it make for someone like me to criticize him? Favorite season of the year, or Amiibos are love, Amiibos are life. Miguel asks, which Pokemon creepypasta would work with the organization? I guess no one Mount Silver because more than one Pokemon is used for it. Amiibos are love, Amiibos are life. Subtle. Favorite season of the year? I would say winter, but minus 40-degree weather can kindly kiss my ass. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe spring. Fall has the goddamn mosquitoes that I wish would just go extinct. And yes, I know someone will argue ecological issues, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter at this point because the mosquitoes are coming from the mosquitoes where I live are not near wooded areas where frogs would be. In other words, if they died in this area, it wouldn't affect a goddamn thing. So spring is nice. What the hell? So yeah. So yeah, I'd say spring because I'm not exactly a big fan of dealing with leaves, and it's also and it also gets really freaking cold. And in spring, you don't have to deal with the goddamn mosquitoes, for the most part, at least. Wait, if people die? Wait, have people died trying to get these amiibos? From what I heard, yes, though I can't be certain. Then again, I'm surprised that people even want these useless pieces of plastic. And yes, I know some people are going to bitch about that. I really don't care about amiibos. Look, if you like them, good for you. I don't see the purpose in them. Anyway, doggy lover. So, any tips for people looking to make TPI-esque videos / Pokemon Sprite series? Yes, actually. I'm probably going to make a tutorial on this, but essentially, what the hell? This is a precious burp. I'll deal with Fawn in a second. Um, okay, so the tips. Um, if your mind goes to dark places, do not ever consider those ideas because otherwise you're gonna do shit that you regret. Why do you think Why do you think I use XYZ trolls so that I can keep those dark ideas away from the good ideas? Anyway, getting back on topic. So there's that, and also take into account the criticism. Because if you're going to produce content, you're going to get criticized. Instead of getting pissy about it, take it into account and use it to try and improve your content. Even if you pre-record everything, it'll help you improve for your next season if you decide to do another season or even another show. In other words, listen to your critics. Even if they may seem mean shit, listen to them. They can be helpful. They're not in it to piss you off. Unlike some people who claim that critics are just the Antichrist. Sorry. Another one would be use sites like use stuff like the Pokemon Sprite Generator for your sprite work instead of. And if you use PowerPoint, just copy and paste into there. It'll be pretty easy to use, and you won't have to deal with lax lines. And remember to remove your opacity, aka the transparency, the stuff around the sprite you want to use or the picture, mainly because it'll look sloppy if you don't take it off. And record the intro separately. Jesus Christ. I addressed this with Shinx actually, but if you record it with your microphone, the audio, I mean, it's absolute shit. You could probably break a window with how bad the audio is. That's really all I got, aside from what I'll be doing for the tutorial. So there's your answer, Fawn. Which Pokemon creepypasta would be the part of Demix? I'm pretty sure there's a creepypasta already out about Demix, but well, I mean it's a video game. Would anyone really be that surprised? The video game, including Kingdom Hearts of creepypastas, they already have Yaoi fan fiction, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have creepypastas. Anyway, uh let's see. Would play the part of Demix. I maybe BRVR, maybe I don't know. Any creepypasta that has any Pokemon creepypasta that has an annoying little shit would probably be Demix. Anyway, so well, yeah. So I guess really anything that has an annoying character. I don't know. Yeah, I tried to tell him to use editing software for his intro to make it sound better. That didn't go well. Well, I guess it could be worse than Neasel Star. I mean, there was one intro where the shaky cam was in effect, and it sounded like and it looked like absolute garbage. That makes these a precious burb, I'm making the following shows: Pokemon Hearts, Remake of Kingdom Hearts, 2 TPIs, and Pokemon Adventures. Interesting. Well, that's very interesting. Oh, I see that Mr. Enter published a trailer for top 10 worst cartoons of the 2000s. How much you want to bet for any fans of Mr. Ender that some of those entries are going to be from Disney? The new Disney shows suck because they're not alive remembering and bland and bland and bland. This is one of the reasons I hate TV show rants, because they're all repetitive. Favorite track, Mario Kart. Never played Mario Kart 8. I addressed this already. I do not own a Wii U. And yes, that includes DLC. Susan Lucario fan, what made you decide to leave the internet for 2 days? Okay. Well, let me put it like this. Most people probably know what detoxing is, right? You get away from something. Let me pull up an article here. I want to make something clear that. Hang on a second. Detoxing. That's the detox diet. How the hell does that work? Whatever. Well, whatever you want to call it. Basically, getting away from something. Just give me a second here. I don't know. I guess you can call it a. Anyway. Okay, so detox was more about stuff like parasites or whatever, but basically, I just wanted to get away from something that's been bugging me for the last little while that I thought that I was having difficulties controlling. Well, kind of like an addiction. Now, let me clarify something, that it is not drugs or alcohol. I may do some weird ass shit in my TPI and say some weird shit, but I would never go down the route of alcohol or drugs. In fact, every time I've been offered a beer, and yes, I am 21, so I can drink, even in Canada, for the last 2 years, I think, whatever it is, I think it's 19, whatever. I hardly drink. However, there's been something on the internet, which I've been exposed to for years, that I have had difficulties kicking. I can't mention it because it's really personal. And I knew it was coming from the internet. So essentially what I did was, well, take myself away from it. So, yeah. For anyone that knows about the XYZ thing, you might have a clue what it is. You might not. It's complicated. But essentially, I just got it. I just walked away from it for the last couple of days. And you know what? It actually felt really good to be away from the internet for a couple of days. It felt really good. I didn't need to talk to any. I didn't want to need to deal with the stresses of anybody. I was able to just relax, spend my day doing stuff. Got to catch up on Daredevil, which I kept neglecting to do. I mean, yeah, I missed Shiniko, but it was only for a day and a half. So I knew that I'd be able to talk to her again. I mean, granted, it would be nice if she didn't text me last night, but to be fair, she was probably worried or wanted to know. But frankly, I actually enjoyed detoxing for the last couple of days. I got to spend some time to myself, relax. Something I couldn't really do, especially after the shit I went through last week when I had to deal with my college finals. So, yeah, honestly, that was the reason why I was gone for the last couple of days. And it felt really good. To be honest, I don't regret doing that because I felt really good. I got ideas to work on stuff like my next countdown, except I forgot what the episode except it was an episode list and I forgot exactly what the episode was about. Yes, me and my infinite wisdom. um so I had to wait until that. And I was also able to get some sprite work done, as well as get an opinion piece on something that was kind of bugging me for the last few days, or for the last little while on my Facebook. And frankly, it'd be something that kind of bugs me anyway. Ugh. You know those friends of yours that after you're finished high school, they tell you about they say on their Facebook, OMG, braggers and stuff, and these people are the same age as you, and you're thinking, how the hell are they, one, the fact that they don't use God in protection, and two, why the hell are you having a kid when you're 20? You don't have a goddamn career. You don't have a job. How the hell are you going to raise this son of a bitch? Are you going to dump it on your parents? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Totally not an asshole thing to do. Yeah, that's about as Jesus Christ. That's about as stupid as the guy who impregnated the woman. It's about as stupid as the guy that impregnated the woman just running off after finding out the person's preggers. You're no better. I mean, Jesus Christ, you got a lot of time to do the thing and have your kid. You don't need to do it when you're 20. I mean, Jesus Christ. So, I did an opinion piece. Every once in a while, I'll do something on XYZ Trolls that's me being serious. And, well, I used two characters that were frankly serious. That was actually a rather serious thing. Where two characters were in their mid-20s and, well, one of them brought up the idea of having a kid. And the other discussed a lot of freaking problems with it. When I get pissed about something, like I'm kind of doing right now, I want to vent. And that opinion piece that I did on XYZ Trolls was the perfect chance for me to do it. Instead of me just constantly going, ugh, and bitch, and bitch, 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 I just did that. Got it out of the way. In fact, I think that's one way that I can get my thoughts out there. Just vent and write it all down. During that rant, I don't even know what the hell what I just missed. So let me just check the comments. I think I was ranting for I don't know how long I was ranting there for. Let me check. Sorry to those that were waiting for their question. Sometimes when I talk, I just talk. Oh. So I think it was 18 minutes. Holy shit. Okay, that was pretty bad on my end. Okay, let's take a look at the comments here and see what I got. As I think my thing is lagging again. Fantastic! Shoot me. Anyway. Okay, here we go. I already answered Susan's. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Okay. I have over 1,000 Pokemon cards. Do you want them? Not exactly a big fan of Pokemon cards. I mean, Susan gave me a few for, well, Easter and Valentine's Day. I think as well as Christmas, if I remember correctly. But I'm not exactly a Pokemon fan of the trading card game variety. If anything, I'm more of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Though I think I know a few people that might like the trading cards. Hugs, wave. Hugs, Susan. Okay. So yeah, that was my explanation for why I was gone the last 2 days. Odds are I might take some more breaks like that if I get stressed out or, well, yeah. Because you know what? I kind of did need a break. It felt really good. I think I'll take a couple more questions. I think I'll take one more set of questions and then I'll end it for the night because I've been going for about an hour. Thanks to all who attended. If you have any questions left, ask away because I'm probably going to end this thing by about 8. So ask away. Favorite galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy? Oh, Lord, I haven't played that game in a long time, especially since I've sold off Galaxy to people on Facebook and or yard sales. Hmm. Dragon Love Diet Cola. Anyway. Especially the ones without any sugar in it. I'm rambling again. So, favorite galaxy. Oh god, I forgot about that speedster uploaded like an 18-minute or something. Really long freaking countdown on the top 18 type elitists or some shit. It's the top 18. Do you really need to make it that long? Whatever. Okay. It's been a while since I played this. I know more of the galaxies from the second game because I don't even think I beat the first one. No, I don't think I have beat the first one. Uh, okay, Galaxy 2. Um, I don't know. I guess Throwback Galaxy. I don't really have a favorite galaxy overall. Favorite mission in Sun? No, 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 not Sunshine. Not Sunshine. Friggin' hated that game. God, freaking no. Oh God. Jesus. Okay. No, I have not played Sunshine. Lendark RPG asks, "What is your opinion on Michael's new show?" Same opinion as I do with cases like AOK or Total Pokemon Island. I have not seen it, so I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time. So I'm gonna have to binge watch that. I keep forgetting to get around to it too. I really should get on to that. I have not seen it yet though, so yeah. Okay, 7 more minutes and then I'll end it off. So again, if you guys have any questions, ask away. Like I said earlier, I have the first 2 episodes of season 2 planned out. I just got to put it to animation and all that jazz. The way I'll probably get started, like I'll begin. Oh god, freaking anon questions. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay, just waiting for the next set of questions to come in. Do you have a favorite character from Persona 4? To be honest, I've never played Persona 4. I've used a few tracks from the game, but that's because Persona has a really good soundtrack. But I've never actually played Persona 4. In fact, the only RPG I've been playing recently has been Final Fantasy VII. Just beat Disc 1. Oh, God, I have two games now that I gotta go through on Steam. Final Fantasy VII and Skyrim. Though with Skyrim's case, it's more of a second playthrough, and I'm just exploiting the shit out of comps, like mods and stuff. It's fun. I know you don't plan on it, but if there's one game you would buy the Wii U for, what would it be? To be honest, there's not really any games on the Wii U that are interesting enough to purchase. 3D World looks nothing new, isn't really that new, especially since I played 3D Land, and I didn't think that was spectacular. In other words, I don't think 3D World is really interesting. Hyrule Warriors, never played Dynasty Warriors, so I have no proper opinion of that, and I don't think it'd really be that interesting anyway. I don't think a lot of the games for the Wii U are really that interesting, to be brutally honest. That's another reason why I don't really want to buy a Wii U. There's not really a lot of games that I really want to purchase. With cases like the PS4 and Xbox One, I have reasons to buy those, to buy either one of those consoles. Kingdom Hearts 3, Rise of the Tomb Raider. By the way, for anyone that played the Tomb Raider reboot, yeah, that game was. I played that game because of Games with Gold. A lot of freaking fun. Real bitch though to complete, like 100%. So yeah, I'm excited for Rise of the Tomb Raider. So yeah, there's that. But with the Wii U, there's not really much there. And in terms of the indie crowd, I got Steam. I don't. A lot of those games on Wii U are available for Steam. Do you get? Do you get any new anime into watching? I'm assuming that you mean. I'm assuming that you're talking about have I watched any new anime? I've seen Clawnaut and After Story. For those who haven't seen the 2021 Gamers channel, I really did not like After Story as much, and I plan on doing a review of that eventually, without Light and Dark RPG this time, because I know some people got pissy that he was in it. Next up might be either Ruby, which I know some people don't call an anime, but still, or I'm going to start with Code Geass. I've heard good things about that. Meta527 asks, thoughts on Diancie and the Cocoon of Destruction? Absolute trash. That movie has gotten atrocious. I think the film sucks a lot of dick, and Diancie was a terrible goddamn character. Maybe even worse than Zoroark. The only difference is that the character I wanted to see dead didn't die, and the character I didn't care for died anyway. You can probably figure out which one I'm referring to. Diancie doesn't die. Oh, and Yveltal was a waste of time, too. Showing up in the last few minutes, does some shit, then gets blasted away, just like that. Pathetic. And yeah, and with the Hoopa movie coming out, it doesn't look that interesting either. And how much you want to bet that next year we're getting the Volcanion movie? FML. I'm thinking about doing a worst Pokemon movies list, and 5bucks says I'm including Diancie's movie because it sucked. Good lord, does it suck. Then again, with the Unova movies, like a generation before, I mean, I liked Keldale's movie, and I liked the Victini movie, but Genesex was awful. Sorry, what was I getting at? Okay, alright. Again, I'm going to take a look. Alright, so the last set of questions that come up will be, well, the next setup, sorry, will be the last set of questions. Because I have a minute left before I'm going to end this, a couple minutes left before I end the stream. Thank you all for coming tonight, and I hope to do this again sometime. So while I wait for the questions, just want to get the final ones out. So again, thank you all for coming. All right. Now I just gotta wait for see what other questions are left. And if you guys ask any questions and I don't answer them, I will answer them in PC, like in the comments, once the stream is available. So even if you ask a question after I end the stream, I will answer the question. So don't worry about it. Okay, 8 o'clock. I'll wait 1 more minute, and if there's nothing, then I will end the stream. Oh, I see Lark Animations is finally working on that Naruto fan animation fight. Took him long enough. Yeah, it's only been 7 months since almost 7 months since the goddamn series ended, and I know my math is wrong with that. Anyway. Let's take a look at the chat here. Okay, doesn't look like any new questions, so all right. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate it. Any questions that you answer after the stream ends, I will answer once the video is made available. So thank you all for coming, and take care.